So I reiterate here, the bill is dead.
The story of this great city is about the years before this night. We are free!
Hey everybody, it's a new episode of Ho Ho Hong Kong. I'm your host, Mohammed Magdi, and pausing here, just waiting for you to realize that there is no other host, and probably from the title of the episode, I have a very special guest. I will not even go into any Hong Kong news this week. I'm very excited to have him back. Andy Curtain is back, everybody.
What's up, dude?
Hey, man. How's it going?
Yeah, you're like, hey, do you want to be a guest on my podcast? I was like, your podcast? Oh, thank you. You're like inviting people to be like stay at the houses that they built.
This is kind of like the KFK. I'm like, you filmed your special on the stage that you built.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like
After they took it away from me.
After they took it away from you.
And they were like, they invited me back.
That's exactly it.
They were like, would you like to come back to do a show? And I'm like, I will burn this place down.
I think you said that on the special too. Like,
Yeah.
I want to burn this place down, which is awesome.
And they changed the name to Goat, which is one of those examples of when a non-native English speaker thinks, this will sound cool in English. And as an English speaker, you're like, that sounds terrible.
Yeah, that sounds kind of retarded.
You called a comedy club Goat.
And also, like, for other Chinese people, they don't know what it stands for.
Well, I the word goat, like the what do you call it? Not anagram. Oh my god!
Are you asking me like about an like?
This is how bad my brain is.
Dude,
these
I can't
days.
even think of the word of like the other meanings of one word.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that word is.
Definition.
No, not definition. Like when you have like one word and you like want to find similar words.
Right.
Yeah. So you're asking me about that, but I don't know what that word is.
Right. Okay. Anyway, it's an anagram for whatever. The word, the letters spell the word. Goat.
Yeah.
Everyone that is really that's one of those things that people clicked onto it. Like sports fans, like basketball fans in China,
Right.
love that Michael Jordan is called the GOAT.
Right.
And that's what they were going for.
Yeah.
But English speakers, unless you're talking about an athlete,
Yeah.
that's not our first association with the word goat. It sounds like a farm animal.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very strange that they went with this name. But also now, like, we catch up with our friends in Shanghai, and there are like comedy clubs in shopping malls now. Isn't it crazy?
Well, it's predominantly Chinese language. They're just
Of course, yeah.
They're getting back into the English now.
Yeah. I mean, they're also giving, like, just to catch up a little bit on the mainland scene, they're also giving now, like, artist visas to, like, foreign acts, but I don't know who's gonna go.
They're asking.
Yeah.
Let's see if it happens.
Right.
I've heard many examples of people saying things are opening up again.
Yeah.
You know what I haven't seen?
Yeah. Things opening
in
up.
7 years
Yeah.
out of Shanghai
Yeah.
or China is things opening up.
Right.
I've heard lots of people say things are opening up. I've
Right.
seen no actual...
Well, the domestic market is open,
you could
right?
say they opened up
Yeah.
from COVID.
Right.
That's like the absolute bare minimum level. Like we stopped welding people in their apartments. That's their peak opening up.
Yeah.
Is preventing people from being imprisoned.
Also, just so you guys know, this episode came out after Andy had already left Hong Kong, recording a couple of hours before he flies. On his request, he's like, I'm going to tell you all
Moments before I was arrested.
Exactly. All right, so let's keep it. I still live here.
Do you know what's interesting actually is how the temperature has changed? Because I remember living in mainland China and coming down to Hong Kong and being shocked at how comics would talk about stuff
Yes.
that we weren't allowed to talk about.
Yeah.
And I was visibly uncomfortable just even listening to it. And even some of the material that I was doing close to leaving, I knew it was,
getting there
at the time. And then last night we were at a show and someone mentioned the Communist Party and they were visiting comic. And man, did you feel that room cool off?
Yeah.
He said to me afterwards, he's like, wow, They really cooled off when I mentioned that. And he didn't say anything
Did he
bad.
run it past you or anyone?
Well, he didn't say that he was going to mention the CCP, but the joke was about,
Yes.
was the fact that in the Hong Kong and the mainland, they drive on the opposite side of the road.
Yes.
That's all it was about.
It's a silly,
It was funny because it was so innocuous, but even mentioning it in such a minor way, people were like...
Yeah, people tensed up.
People were like, don't do it.
Yeah. And
Just-
I think he acknowledged it. I think he might have said something about like...
He told me. I didn't ask him. He came up to me afterwards and was like, we're talking about Jim Gaffigan, by the way.
Yeah.
You might know him from either Netflix or a prison in Western China.
My friend visiting from Shanghai was at the show, and because he opened with that, right?
Yeah.
And she went, "Whoa!" Like loudly next to me, went, "Whoa!" It's like she just didn't expect it.
That's funny.
Yeah,
Imagine
yeah.
like Tiananmen Square, the guy standing in front of the guy standing in front of the tank.
Yeah.
And someone's like off to the side going, "Whoa, hey, buddy, that
Take it easy there."
That seems a little unsafe."
So I have a list of a few things in my head. Number one, your podcast with Perry Caprinaris is very amusing.
We're not allowed to say her full name.
All right, your podcast with Perry, the hot model, is very amusing.
I didn't notice that she was attractive, actually.
I know. Yeah, you're always looking at them.
Thank you.
It's very different also because obviously we've been friends for many years and worked together and all of that. Your format of the podcast you've done have always been kind of similar to this one we're doing right now.
Yes.
In Shanghai and here. And this one with Perry, you went a completely different route.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was. I guess the genesis of it was that I wanted to get back in the game. I feel like, I don't know. I really believe then when you're making stuff, you have to really be drawn to it. You know, I get a feeling like I feel like I need to do something. And I was really feeling it about podcasts. You know, it was really in my mind. And she had a podcast about The Simpsons, which I love.
Yeah.
The Simpsons, not a terrible podcast. And I just, you know, we had a good vibe. I was like, I think we could make something pretty cool. So I sat down. I was like, look, here, X, Y, and Z. Here's what I think we can do. But I didn't have any ideas. She actually, the podcast was her idea.
Really?
The format of it.
Yeah.
So we
So
basically...
just tell people who don't know what the podcast is, like, what's the format?
The format is essentially we take gossip about our friends and make it like headline news.
Right.
But it's fun. Like we'll pick a topic, you know, it'll be like office romance. And then we just get our friends and people that listen to the podcast to send us in stories. And we're just like, and it's anonymous. So
Yeah.
Mostly. Because when we didn't do it anonymously, we got into a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
Which is a separate story.
Yes, we'll get to that as well because you guys did make the news, including the Telegraph,
The Daily Mail.
the Daily Mail, with your faces on that. Like it's like not even
They
like
played our TikTok video on the Daily Mail.
yeah. We'll get to all of that, but okay, keep going. How do people find it? What is it called?
I mean, it's on Apple. It's called This One Friend.
This One Friend.
We're talking stories about our one friends, and it's on Apple, Spotify,
Yeah, okay.
whatever.
You guys will find it in show notes as well.
And I'm really digging it. I think we have a good thing going, and I'm just enjoying making stuff.
All right, so let's get to Muffgate.
So, so we were doing. I didn't want to do one about celebrities, by the way.
Right.
She wanted to do one
because
about.
in your line of work,
It's a little dangerous.
It's a little dangerous.
'Cause I know
Which
a
is
lo-
something I message you about. I'm like, dude, this can like... And you're like, oh, no, we don't work in the same sphere.
But my stories, I didn't give any names.
Yes.
Because I could lose my job.
Sure.
So anyway, she told this story about her friend dating Zac Efron, and that he used to drive her nuts by going down on her way too much.
Right.
You know, real problem.
Yeah. I know. Huge. Not familiar with it
hot
at all.
girl problems.
Yeah.
And anyway, so I mean, no one was listening to the podcast.
It's also crazy how like a model talking about another model banging Zac Efron.
Zac Galifianakis, that's not a model, Mohammed. That's a farm animal.
But like a model talking about another model banging Zac Efron. It's like so. You might as well be talking about aliens. These people are so. I'm so disconnected from that word.
Oh yeah, I mean,
It's like-
I'm disconnected from having sex. So
Yeah.
every element of it was otherworldly. for
Exactly.
me.
Okay, so yeah, she mentioned it on the podcast. No one was listening at the time. It's like an early episode, right?
Yeah, and I go back and make these like 15-second clips to go on social media, and we just started doing it. I really didn't put a lot of thought into it, and I was like, oh, this could be an interesting clip. We put it on, and it went absolutely mental. Well, here's the thing that I didn't realize I now know is that when you put a video on TikTok, my experience is they you really don't know if it's going to hit or not.
Right.
It's the algorithm doesn't actually choose the best stuff to push. It just chooses some stuff to push.
Which I guess, given its popularity, it's the gambling nature of the app, right? Like that you were like put stuff out and you just keep chucking like.
Just to how the algorithm selects stuff isn't necessarily on how good it is.
Yes.
A and B, it doesn't go nuts when you put it up. So you'll put it up and it might sit there for a few days and then suddenly you look at your phone and like, oh my God.
Right.
And it went nuts. I don't know. I got 700,000 views or something. And dude, I got a taxi the other day and the taxi driver's like, so you're on TikTok.
What?
I was at work and the CFO goes, are you on TikTok?
Does he say it in a judgmental way, given like all of your faces like white beard? He's
I was like,
"Are you-"
no, it's another guy that looks exactly like my completely unique
Yeah.
facial features.
So you think that the Daily Mail picked it up from TikTok, not the other way around?
Well,
Like, how did it get to the Daily Mail?
Perry knows a bit more about this than I do.
Yeah.
But I mean, we hashtagged.
Unfortunately, she blocked me after I sent her way too many messages, so I will never get her side of the
Mate,
story.
we don't call messages. Dick pics aren't messages.
They're technically messages.
You're like, they're just, it's like you use the, brackets and stuff to just draw a penis.
yeah, like a calculator
It's a message.
with it says boob.
Yeah. 8008185. So anyway, yeah, like we hashtagged his name
Okay.
so that she thinks that's what
Sure.
got attention to
Okay.
it. Anyway, I'm at work. It goes bananas.
Yeah.
She sends me a message like, oh my God, we're in the Daily Mail. The Daily Mail quoted me calling him Zac Efron.
That's my favorite part.
It's in the Daily Mail.
Yeah.
The Daily Mail ends up writing another article. He ends up responding. And then it goes everywhere. It was in German. We found it. People were just sending us different languages around the world of it where it had been covered. It was in Chinese. It was
Right.
in...
Because I guess the news,
is it
the way
Hungarian?
oh my God.
It
I
was,
guess the way the news works now is that like one story is on Daily Mail or whatever, and then every other news
Yeah, I mean,
outlet around the world just
well,
copies the story, right?
if they think that it would work, yeah.
Sure.
It's so weird. You're like, I guess it's interesting, but you don't know like how it could get that interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't think it would be that interesting. I mean, it's an interesting anecdote. Is it 750,000 views worth?
I saw
don't
comments
know.
on like whatever on the Daily Mail or somewhere else, like people also like mocking them for publishing the story in the first leg.
A lot
why
of
is this
people
news?
thought we were like, how dare you talk about someone else's sex life?
Yeah.
And I'm like, lady, I don't know what world you're living in,
Yeah.
but that is the world we live in.
Yeah.
Celebrity sex lives.
Also, have you
are
read the Daily Mail?
Open season.
yeah. So he responded. What did he say?
There was a very famous radio host in Australia that had talked about it a couple of times, and he defended Zac, saying that's what a good man does,
Right.
and he was just thanking him for backing him up.
Oh, okay. So he didn't like shame you guys. Like he wasn't mad. It didn't sound like he was mad about like you guys talking about it.
He definitely wasn't denying it.
Yeah, okay. Wow. And you were in the same, like a couple of days after, you're in a party with, like, he was in the same building.
Well, so I was running a show, and then it is so weird. Like the day this happened, the next day, no, it was the same day.
Yeah.
I get a VIP list for a show that I'm running, and he's living in Melbourne shooting
Right.
a movie.
Yeah.
And he's coming to the show that I'm supposed to
Is
be
it
at.
a Muff movie?
Yeah, it's called Dirt Bike Bangers. And then I was just like, I've kind of distinctive facial hair. So like, if you saw a video of me, your probability of you recognizing me again is
Yeah.
not low. And I was like, oh man, this is really going to blow up in my face. But
Yeah.
but fortunately, I had to go and do another show that night.
Yeah.
But all my colleagues hung out with him.
Oh my God. And it wasn't brought up, I guess. Like, was it still new Did he
No,
talk
they didn't
about?
bring it back. No. I mean, I don't know. I mean, the celebrities are at parties. Most people aren't really talking to them.
Right.
They're just kind of there in the corner
In
or
their
whatever.
sphere. Yeah.
Yeah, mostly. That's
Yeah.
been my experience with it anyway.
Yeah.
They're avoiding me, avoiding my eye contact, and they certainly are not paying attention to the fact that I'm masturbating furiously.
Yeah.
Anyway, so then it happened again. I did a show with Andrew Santino at
Yeah.
a comedy club in Melbourne, and he's in the movie, and they came to that as well.
Oh, Zac Efron showed up again.
Yeah.
Oh my God. But still no contact with him. No.
Well, I just happened to be out of town again.
Yeah.
So whatever. I mean, it was exciting.
I mean, it's just fascinating how something as random can blow up completely.
But you know what's-
But also, as you said, can ruin your career.
Yeah, but what's nuts is like, I mean, that did really well. But then we did another video that was just about doing a very minor prank in a high school, and it did like twice as well.
Damn.
I mean, you just never know. I mean,
Yeah, just the algorithm, yeah.
TikTok's a real enigma.
I mean,
to
you're
how
talking
it
about
works.
TikTok in Hong Kong. It's like I might as well be talking about,
Well, what's funny is I think the way they block it is to do with the numbers that you register them with, and also you can't download it from the App Store.
Sure.
Because
Yeah.
I have a foreign number, and I have TikTok on my phone, and it works fine.
Yeah, we're recording in Hong Kong and it's still working.
Yeah.
But you have an Australian phone number. I think that makes sense. Like, because as far as I understand, TikTok pulled out. It wasn't kicked out. They pulled out when they tightened the censorship or when they asked them
Which
to
is
share
so
data or
ironic,
whatever.
right?
It's very weird.
I think that's a bit of
It
smoke. I
sounded
think that's
like-
a bit of smoke and mirrors.
Yeah.
I think that
I agree.
because, and the reason being is that, listen, I use TikTok, but if you think TikTok isn't a tool of the Chinese government, you're absolutely kidding yourself.
Right.
And they don't want it in the mainland. They're converting Hong Kong into the mainland. So what an easy out for them. You know,
Yeah.
TikTok, because they want TikTok to be able to continue
Yeah.
in the West, and it might not. You know, I really think
I
TikTok.
mean, that hearing was pretty wild as well.
I didn't watch it, but
Yeah.
but I think the chances of surviving are not great.
I mean, but it's also the most downloaded app in the world, isn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah. For something this big to just like not make it, it's crazy.
Well, it's like, but look at the temperature of the world. You know, look at the thing that people are realizing is how much data is getting collected on us and how that actually affects us. And then you're like, do we trust this, tyrannical government with it? It's like, most people, if not a lot of people, say no to that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Switching gears a bit, you have also like, if I look at, or if someone who doesn't know you very well looks at your Instagram, it looks like you are one of these guys who just hangs out with celebrities the whole time.
No.
It's pretty wild.
No, I go to sleep at night. I definitely have at least 8 hours a night where I'm not just bathing myself in celebrities.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like just recently you were with like Kevin Hart, Dave Chappelle, all of these guys. Like obviously this is part of your work. But
Yes.
like, do you, what is it like partying with people at this stature? Because those guys are big. Like Dave Chappelle, I guess, is like a big party guy, right?
Yeah, so is Kevin. I mean, everyone's like, I choose my words carefully. The thing that stands out about those two in particular is that no matter how controlled the environment is, no matter how much it's full of people that do see them regularly, everybody in their orbit, like if they're in the room, wants their attention or wants a little bit of them.
Yeah.
And it's not the funnest in dynamic,
Right.
Because
Because you just don't want to be another one of those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, opportunity, like they're both very generous and very nice. Like they'll come over and talk, but like you don't want to bother them. You're looking across the room and seeing everyone bothering them.
Right.
So that is, I think, like a really dominant characteristic of it. And what I found is that my experience has been that it tends to be like later into the tour.
Yeah.
They're like cats.
Yeah.
You
just come out eventually.
Well, they're like, oh, this guy's been here a while.
Yeah.
Whereas in the beginning, you're just like another. And actually, I've done both of those guys before.
Yeah.
Years ago, but I mean, I don't know. Anyway, that's been my experience of it.
Yeah. Right now, there's also the Melbourne Comedy Festival. You're involved in that as well.
Yes.
Yeah. So what is that like? Because I was looking at the schedule for recording, and it's like I think it's like something like 700 shows every night. It's like
Not every night.
Yeah.
No, I think
like I think Monday is off, but like I mean average. Yeah. It's just like a crazy
I think
number.
across the festival that they might have like 1,200 shows.
Wow. Okay. So even higher than what I thought.
Oh, I thought you were saying every day.
No. Yeah. Every night. Yeah. Every like throughout the day, like the total number, right?
It's not 700 a day. It's 1,200 across a month.
Oh, okay. I see. Like, but not the. I'm not talking about the show count. I'm talking about the number of shows, like overall.
That's the same thing.
Is it?
Show count and number of shows.
All right, Andy. It's very early in the morning. Just give me a break.
Synonyms is the word.
That's the word. There we go. We got there. So
They're not synonyms because they're not words. They're phrases. They're more than one word.
You're completely losing me here.
Yeah. If we have one apple,
Yes.
and another apple, and I start throwing apples at you.
Okay, so the festival. This is like something this big. How are you navigating working like because you run a lot of shows and you manage artists as well?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not running the festival.
Yeah, I know that.
Right, so
yeah. But you're running shows for your work and
nobody's running the whole festival. There's the festival group, which is like a non-profit organization that have run it for decades and decades and decades. I think it's the longest running arts festival in the world, or it's something like that.
Yeah,
it's been around for literally decades. And then they will run some shows, but mostly they're running venues that other people run their shows in.
Okay.
And you rent from them.
Yeah.
Right? So you have what's called a festival managed venue. And then there's just other venues around town. And then there's people who apply to be part of the festival, even though they're not in a festival managed venue or doing anything really with the festival at all.
Right.
But they still register to be part of it. So there's just sort of lots of little pockets of stuff going on. And then for us, like I work as a promoter and a manager. So our participation is we have 10 acts as part of the festival.
Right.
And then you're helping them execute a successful festival, ideally.
Wow. And do you get to attend the shows like often or?
Yeah, you go to a lot of shows.
Yeah.
And it's great, and it's really cool because like when you do comedy, when you work in stand up, you realize that comedy clubs are a lot of the same.
Yeah.
And comedy festivals, you can see some bad stuff, but it's a different, like, people have a lot more flexibility to do something that's way out there.
Yeah.
They tend to people just have a room for an hour and they can do whatever they want.
Right.
Like I saw one show and it won the best of the Edinburgh Fringe and they brought it out. And the guy, he was running on a treadmill for an hour, being chased on a projector by a gorilla.
Right. Was he talking?
No.
What?
And it was really funny.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's wild.
And the whole thing
So
was...
it's like, yeah, as you said, the way out there, like very experimental almost.
Yeah, exactly. But you start to see how people can be funny in different ways and it gives you ideas. I really like when artists of any kind can watch a different style of art, even if it's only adjacently different, and get new ideas.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I was listening to maybe Bill Burr or someone who was talking on the podcast about how like it was so restrictive at some point for stand-up. Everything that is not standing there, like a Ronnie Dangerfield style, everything that is not standing there and talking was considered hack. And it's like, oh yeah, you're waving your arms like this, describing something that's hack. Oh, you're like, and it's like, why? Like, but it's the same thing, like that resistance in the beginning and then after that it's just accepted.
But you're kind of getting to like this idea of innovative thinking.
Yeah.
How is it hack? I mean, what is hack? Hack is that it's
It's just like the guys old, like, the guys are like, wouldn't be flexible enough.
Well, hack is literally, figuratively, but the expression means hacked to death.
Yeah.
That's where it comes from.
Right.
It's so derivative. It's been done so many times.
Yeah.
So when he says, oh, everything feels like it's hack, it's like, yeah, because what you know is what's known.
Exactly.
And you don't know what hasn't been done yet.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing that's not hack is the stuff that's new,
Yeah.
that's innovative. And it's really hard to do it and do it well. It's hard to come up with new ideas. And some people are just good at it. Some people really are good at channeling, like think about like Drew Freilich that we worked with.
Yeah.
he just had a mind for drawing in different ways of thinking about stuff. And how much did you learn watching him?
Yeah. Yeah, you learn just not to be, for me personally, I learned not to be afraid. You know, I would be afraid of
I learned
him.
to be afraid. That's what I got.
I learned to be afraid of him throwing bread at me during his act. That I'm afraid of. But not afraid of taking risks while on stage. Like I'm very, almost careful sometimes. Like too careful.
I feel very. I mean, I don't do stand up anymore, but I would feel so. It's like it's not even that I was afraid. It's like I didn't know where to go.
Right. Yeah, Drew would just go there and see what happens.
He'd walk out and start throwing bread at the audience.
Yeah.
I'm never going to think about doing that.
Right.
Mostly because it's stupid.
So what is, like, given also your work as in artist management, what is new exciting talent that you can tell our audience about that people would not know? Like, you can talk about obviously the really big acts, Dave Chappelle or whatever, but like there's a lot of younger guys that people might not know about and would like to discover.
Yeah.
Who can we follow? Like, who's really exciting for you?
There's a guy in Australia called Guy Montgomery. He's a New Zealander, actually. He's represented by a friend of mine, which is not why I like him, but he Live Nation promotes him, I should say. But he's just so funny. He's just got a way about him, He's got his whole vernacular, his word choice. He's just a funny dude. And
anyone out of Asia? You run the Asian market
Jason
as well.
Leong, who I represent, is just. People probably know him, but he's better than he's ever been. He's got a new hour this year, and it's better than his hour last year, which was very good.
And he has a Netflix special too, I think.
Two Netflix specials.
That's amazing.
Yeah, Shang Wang, who we know, we had him in Shanghai. He released a Netflix special last year.
Yeah, Sweet and Juicy,
and
very
it was
good.
One of the best I've seen.
Agreed.
I think since Shane Gillis, it was the best special I'd seen.
Yeah, I would put it up there. I agree. So actually, you mentioned earlier we're recording the day after Jim Gaffigan in Hong Kong. What was that your impression of the show?
Gaffigan is so good. You talk about someone that's just prolific and knows their voice and knows how to, this idea of art is like taking the observed and then, repurposing it. And he's just a machine. Like his brain is this like a supercomputer that just digests everything. There's a couple of mixed metaphors in there, but it's really exciting to be around him because he'll talk to you about his ideas as he gets them.
Yeah.
And then he'll take them on stage and you're like,
Yeah.
And I think everyone I know that's hung out with him around shows has had that moment where they realized while he was on stage, he was writing material.
Yeah.
I thought we were talking and he was writing material.
Yeah.
Because he'll go on stage with the stuff that you've talked about.
Yeah.
And
make it super
brilliant
funny.
stand-up material. He did like 10 minutes, so maybe not 10 minutes, maybe like 5 minutes on 4 Floors of Whores.
In Singapore.
Yeah, and it was...
Yeah, because you were on tour, just for the context. The Hong Kong show was the last leg of his Asia tour, which was Manila, Singapore, and Hong Kong.
Correct.
And okay, so what do you remember of his Singapore material?
I don't
imagine this are any spoilers because I don't think that will be on platforms.
He's fine. I remember the last time he was there, he did a joke about Singapore. He goes, Singapore is a place where Chinese, Malay, and Indian come together and pretend to speak English.
It's such a simple observation.
So simple,
yeah.
right?
I think that's his genius. It's like I haven't obviously he has a lot of complex execution,
he had
but
so
the
many
ideas
good,
yeah.
He had one about Thailand where he was like, man, the food just so good. He's like, but maybe instead of making your 9th papaya salad, maybe build some infrastructure. Maybe put a few stop signs in.
He's like the last show. I've always been a fan of him like even before starting to be in the business so much. But this show is like, and he has done media about it too. So I don't think I'm giving too much away. It's called Dark Pale, and
That's come out on Amazon.
Yeah, this show
funny, dude.
is so much like. To me, at least, like he's always been really funny, but it's always been like observational, if you want to put it like that, in a genre. But this one is dark.
What did he say? Like all the people working in Starbucks. He goes, Starbucks is just an upmarket unemployment office.
Yeah. He's like, you see the guy, he's like, can you remove your fax machine? But like the writing tone is pretty dark. And what he attributes is like, oh, we're all like stuck in COVID, and he was like, kind of like, you go insane or whatever. But the writing on it, like he has a whole chunk on like funerals and how he would like to die. Fantastic. He has a whole bit about strippers, like him being in love with a stripper. That was very funny. It's just like he took it to a whole other level of funny. Very exciting. So what do you have coming up?
The comedy festival kicked off this week. And
I don't care about that. I'm saying about the artists coming to Asia.
I'm not doing too much, to be honest with you. It's a very difficult time to promote stuff in Asia at the moment. People are feeling the economic pinch. Expats have always been an important foundation for selling English language comedy tickets in pretty much every market in Asia. And save for maybe Singapore, I don't know, but all of them have had this just mass exodus.
Really? I mean, you're talking about expats or investments or both?
Expats.
Okay.
Right? And they're kind of the bedrock of your audience when you're building a comedy scene out here.
Yeah.
So it's just, and there's economic uncertainty. There's too much content coming through. There's so much stuff coming through every market.
Right.
Right, like people are going and seeing stadium level international acts like all the time. K-pop, it's just all the time. Like people are blowing their money on expensive tickets, and
you think that would affect stand-up?
I think it affects all live entertainment.
Right, because people would just lean towards the bigger, like the more established.
People have a finite amount of disposable income.
Yeah,
and in an environment where governments are putting their interest rates up, people have less disposable income. And you're really seeing it like New Zealand's being hit really hard, and it's tough to sell tickets in New Zealand.
Really?
Moment. Yeah.
Even given the proximity, like when big artists come to Australia, they do New Zealand as well, but like the market is like you sell way less in New Zealand on average.
It's you have an idea in your head of like if Melbourne's this big, then Auckland will be this big, and Christchurch will be this big.
Yeah.
And it's that model is breaking down a bit.
Wow.
And we're seeing like more price resistance. People are less willing, but it's kind of schizophrenic because at the same time, for the acts that are just a guaranteed sell, people will pay anything to go.
Right.
Like
so you're talking about
Ed Sheeran did 208,000 tickets in Melbourne.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
What's the population of Melbourne? Like 3 million or something?
7, I think.
7? Okay.
It's still a big city.
Yeah. I mean, it's still like
I wasn't suggesting they had everyone. Classic person, like, 200,000 people? Is that all the Australian population plus 190,000 people?
Yeah. That's still a pretty big even percentage of the population to see one artist.
Well, I mean, it's just the ticket prices are high. It's amazing that there's that many people out there that are like, yep, we'll put the money down.
Wow. Same for, I guess, like people like Taylor Swift and like Beyonce or whatever. Like you can just keep selling.
They're not on sale in this part of the world yet, but Harry Styles was.
Yeah.
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what else are the big ones that have come through, but it's been a lot.
Coming back,
K-pop is crazy
in
Yeah,
Australia. Really,
dude, K-pop.
I know K-pop is huge
K-pop
here.
is crazy everywhere.
Huh?
It's massive.
Is it just like young
Kudos
people?
Bank Arena,
in
Sydney, the arena to put shows on.
Yeah,
they had Stray Kids. You ever heard of them?
Nope.
Exactly.
No,
exactly.
Never heard the words.
They broke the per head merch record in Kudos Bank Arena by $20.
What?
They sold so much. And do you know what they do? Do you know this? The K-pop shows, a lot of them, if not most of them, they sell lights, these lights that you hold up, and you connect them to your phone with an app, and when their music controls
pretty cool.
it.
Yeah. That's actually that's genius. Whoever came up with that,
brilliant.
That's brilliant because it's such a simple, it's like cheap, right? Like it's not that expensive. That's like you take the whole like holding your lighter up from the 70s, the whole other level. That's really cool.
We want Chili Willy. Now it's like it's a whole different thing.
Damn, it's coming back to Hong Kong a bit. This is the first time you come visit since you left. You left 2021.
Yeah.
What's your feeling? You left when everyone was messed up. city was like everyone was still doing quarantine. You're here for a very short period of time, but like, what is? Because our story, like going back a little bit, we came from Shanghai to open the comedy club for Live Nation, and it didn't work out. People know the story now.
R.I.P. Riff. R.I.P.
Yeah, I wanted to take you to what it is now, like Petticoat Lane, and you just cry. It's
Is
so
it bad?
sad. It's not like the venue is nice. Like,
Does
we
it
spent a
have
lot-
anything about it reminiscent?
Yes, that's what I mean. Like it does because the
does.
bar. Yeah. So the wall between the bar and the showroom is still there.
Well, no, they tore it down.
Well, they pushed the bar up
I
a
went
bit.
in there.
Yeah.
The day before I left,
Yeah.
by sheer coincidence, someone had me in that building for lunch on the floor downstairs, or maybe one or two.
Oh, you
down.
snuck in?
We snuck in.
Nice.
And they'd gone back to a bare shell.
Yeah. Okay.
So I think they were always. I mean, I spoke to those guys. I knew that they called me about it because they helped us get out of our lease,
Yeah.
and they were always. I mean, I think we gave them the idea for the space, like
Yeah.
what to do with it, but our dimensions weren't right for them.
Yeah. So basically, the wall, even though if they tore it down, it's still pretty much in the same place. They might have pushed it back a little bit because the showroom is slightly smaller, and the bar is now an island bar, so it's much bigger.
Yeah.
Like sticking out to the other side, but like the balcony is there. The bathrooms are a little different, but
I mean,
it's
the
still-
balcony was always going to be there. It's part of the structure of the building.
Yeah. But it's like, that was our favorite part.
You're
My
like,
favorite
they put
part.
the balcony back in.
It's like they didn't touch it.
Dude, it's like the foundations are still there as well.
Yeah. But it's just like it's very like what makes me sad about seeing it. Like I've visited a few times now with like people visiting from out of town or whatever. My gay friends usually like I take them there.
Sure, buddy.
The fact that it's now with Hong Kong recovering, it's working, and that's the most frustrating part. Is that like, oh yeah, we could have had a chance. Like we could have actually made this work because this is obviously a great location, and this is a popular venue now.
Yeah, it's tough to spend your time thinking like that. I try not to. I
Try living here and looking at this fucking thing when you pass by every time. You gotta ignore it.
I don't really think like that much. But
Yeah.
but I definitely feel like I put a part of my soul into building the Riff.
Yeah.
It was a culmination of so much that I'd learned over 8-10 years, really.
Yeah.
And everything from the mic stand, the lighting, the entrance, all of the things. It was the things we'd thought about, how the drinks were served, what the kind of drinks there are, like how we ingress the people, what the music that we have, the sound system, where we put them during the show, how do we keep them motivated?
Yeah. How do you keep them in the flow of people?
And the
coming
shows,
in and
the intro music that we have to bring the comedians on, how we structure the shows, how we put on the shows, how we book the shows, like everything. It was just like the curtaining of the room.
Yeah.
How do we fill the room? How do we seat the room? How do we have the seating? What kind of seats do we have? Like all of these things were things that we had tried and tweaked and changed. And we just had this moment where it all came together in one. I mean, really, it was a perfect venue.
Yeah.
There's really only minor things that I would change about it if I was going to do it again.
Yeah.
It was done remarkably close to what the best we could have done was.
Yep.
And,
I mean, the truth
we
of it is
fucking
also like
killed
when
it.
we inked the deal, it was early 2019. There
was
was no
before the
protest.
protests.
Yeah, exactly.
like a week before.
No, and then that's obviously a big lease, a big commitment. You don't just come out of it if there is risk. And that's the most frustrating part about this venue is that like when I tell people the story, they sometimes give me a look or say something that hints at bad judgment on our part of making this deal.
Yeah, but they don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about that. You don't have to look very far to find opinionated people that don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
But I tell you what stands out to me is that I feel like anyone that got to go to a show there was lucky.
Yes.
And they know it.
Yes. I still have people coming to shows until
People
now.
come up to me and they were like, man, I was there at the Riff.
Yep.
And we saw the show, everything was good there. So we were getting like 100 people into open mics.
Yeah. On a Sunday night.
In this city.
Yeah.
Well, they can't
also,
get-
by the way, during COVID, sometimes when we were allowed to work, like during COVID, 100 people coming in to Lang Kwai Fang on Sunday night was nuts.
It was a happening. And it was a time when people really needed to get out and laugh and do something different. You know, it really, I mean, it was cool, dude.
Last question for you. I'll let you go after. So you have lived in Asia for 10 years before going back to Australia. 12 years. How long did it take you to basically readjust? Because going back home, and a lot of our audience are expats. How long did it take you to just feel like, oh yeah, okay, I live home? It's not just that, because we're all used to moving countries now, right? But you went home. It's like a bit of a different experience. Obviously, you went back with a wife, 2 kids, and a mother-in-law, all of that. But that adjustment phase, how did it work for you?
I mean, there's layers to it. You know, like, first and foremost, people are like, was there an adjustment going back? It's like, yeah, dude, we went into lockdown for 4 months or something, or 3 months.
So it felt exactly like China again.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, like, we didn't go back to Melbourne.
Yeah.
We went back to being locked in our
I was
houses.
just joking about China having lockdowns and then going back to Australia.
Sure, sure. But actually, we hadn't experienced a lockdown like that here.
Right, yeah. So it was actually
Melbourne had
more
one
strict.
of the most brutal lockdowns in the world.
Yeah, you guys had cops on the street, like army on the street, didn't
No,
you?
that's just to get off Breitbart news.
Oh, is it
That
not?
didn't happen. No.
I read it on Trump's Twitter.
I mean, yeah, there were cops on the street.
Oh, like, heard it from
there's
Rogan or
cops on the
something.
street, you know. The cops don't, like,
Rogan
they're not
literally
in
said-
swimming pools.
Rogan literally said the army's on the street. They're like,
No, that didn't happen.
Yeah.
Most people, by and large, were law-abiding because we understood that there was a logic to what was going on.
Right.
But it was frustrating.
Yeah.
You know, no doubt. And so that made the transition weird already. But after that, you know, I guess, like, the other thing is, like, my life changed. You know, when you have kids, your life changes more than the change from moving countries.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, it was different to when I was there before because I was looking after, I was getting up every day and chasing some kids around the house.
Yeah. What do you miss about like living in China and Hong Kong?
I mean, I think when you live away from home, you always have this implicit sense of adventure. And that's gone.
Right.
And there's a sense of loss about that. That's a small death of a kind. But equally, I think, like, I was away for so long that there's a sense of adventure going back. It's a bit different, but it does feel like I'm in a new place. So it's got that. And I mean, I've been back for nearly 2 years and it still feels like we just got back.
That's kind of cool because I feel like that would also what is the right word? Like, reintroduces your love for your own country.
Yeah,
in a way,
and I'm
right?
seeing it in a way that I never saw it before. I'd barely been
Exactly.
to Sydney before, and now I go to Sydney like a couple of times a month.
Yeah.
Because it sucks. And then, I've been to Darwin. I'd never been to Darwin before. I'd never been to New Zealand before. I've been to Auckland and Christchurch and all this stuff. So there's, the life changes and you do different stuff. So there's other revolutions going on beyond me being in a foreign place or whatever. But I mean, I miss being in an expat community. That's an exciting thing where you can just meet people from all around the world and they can have really interesting, backgrounds. I don't miss the transients.
Yeah.
Now you make friends and they just
they're
stay
gonna-
your friends.
How weird is that?
I'm like, I've been back for 2 years. I'm talking to people. I'm like, you're still here.
Yeah. So when is your farewell?
Yeah.
Like,
So
what
are we
farewell?
like having a going away? We're going to have like 8 going away parties.
So people's going away parties now in your life are people moving neighborhoods.
Pretty much.
Wow. And but obviously going back home, because did you think at some point that when we moved to Hong Kong and before that Shanghai, did you think that like, oh, this is home? Like at some point there was no plan to go back to Australia, right?
I didn't have a plan to go back.
Right? And now you're back in Australia. Do you feel like, oh, okay, obviously no one knows where life will take them, but do you think that this is it? Like you don't want to move again?
I mean, it's the kids again, it was very hard on them moving back.
Yeah.
And it's tough to watch your kids go through something really difficult where they lose all their friends and they don't know what they're doing. And my kids lost their friends and then lived in a lockdown and they forgot how to play with other kids.
Yeah.
you take them out in the park and they'll like play near other kids.
Yeah.
But they wouldn't play with them. And it's like, you just like, oh my God, I've like messed my kid up or whatever.
Yeah.
So I just don't think I could do it to them. And the problem is that you have your roots run so deep in the place that you live. You're getting out again. I mean, me and my wife, we talked about it and we were like, we could both see ourselves living somewhere else again, but not until the kids are much bigger.
Right. Okay. Well, until that happens, because I would love to live with you in the same place again. Until that happens, we'll just have to wait for you to come back with all your big, cool shows. How do people find you online? How do you find the podcast? Do all the plugs and all that cool shit.
Yeah, I've got a channel at pornhub.com.
Lovely.
I mean, check out This One Friend podcast. You can check out my Instagram or at Andy Curtain, and then TikTok, Instagram, This One Friend podcast. It's pretty much it. I mean, that's really all I'm working on these days.
Very cool. Andy, thanks for coming back on the podcast.
Thanks for having me to my house.
Love you, buddy. Thanks for doing this.
Love you too, dude.
Cheers.